You ready for our social media check-in?
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right, Michael D. Lapointe, a Facebook VIP member. My girlfriend lives in Kenya and we are getting married soon. If we marry in Kenya, what's the process for her to become a citizen?
Well, she first has to get a green card. You got to file an I-130 visa petition for her, get that approved, go through the National Visa Center, affidavits of support, fee bills, police records. If you get through the National Visa Center, the case gets transferred to the U.S. Embassy in Kenya, where you have to prove it's a bona fide marriage. She gets an immigrant visa to come to the United States as a green card holder. And then 3 years later, provided you are still in a bona fide marriage, she can then at that point file for her citizenship.
Yerne Olos, a Facebook VIP member. My cousin was arrested for shoplifting. A day later, the case was closed and dismissed. After talking and rectifying matters, no court, no probation, no anything. Will that be an issue when filing?
Filing for what? Well, every time you're arrested, it's an issue, whether you're filing for citizenship, whether you're filing for a green card. But if that's your only arrest ever in your entire life, it doesn't sound like it's inadmissible, deportable, and probably you had a bad day, and it probably doesn't affect good moral character. So no matter what you're filing for, probably okay.
Orlando on YouTube. I have an interview coming up in May for AOS, but I currently have an open court case for a traffic violation. It's reckless driving and going over the speed limit. Will this cause a denial?
No, it's going to cause, yes, it could cause a denial, but it could certainly cause a no decision until that case is resolved.
Mali B on YouTube. I got approved for VAWA about 2 years ago. Went to my interview 1 year ago and still haven't gotten a decision from USCIS. What's your advice, please? Is this unusual?
Yes, you should think about filing a mandamus if it's been more than 1 year since your VAWA interview and you haven't heard anything.
Daryl Winneba on YouTube. I got an ITIN while on pending change of status, but I'm not using the ITIN and married my wife, who is to file her citizenship May 4th. Does this affect me if I apply for immigration benefits?
No.
Barbarine, maybe?
Babar?
Babarine.
Okay.
Maybe
Babar's the elephant.
I know Babar the elephant.
Okay.
Maybe Barbarine. Barbarine Kelly on Facebook.
Okay.
My children came into the country a couple years ago. I'm now filing their paperwork, but I'm unable to find records of their I-94. I'm able to see their travel history, but not their most recent I-94. What can I do?
Why do you need it? I'm not sure why she needs it at the moment.
Because they're filing their paperwork.
But don't you have a copy of their passports? If not, you know what day they entered the U.S., so put it down. You can always request additional records through FOIA, through immigration.
Sanjay Munjal on Facebook. I'm from Washington. I applied for VAWA May 2018. It's over the processing time, still no decision. Please let me know what to do.
A threat of a mandamus.
Ruth Onu on YouTube. I just received my green card and I don't have a tax return. Can I file for my fiancé who's here with me in the U.S.?
Yes.
Bhavin Patel on YouTube. Someone threatened me at work and they said they will kill me. I have a witness and he called the police. Can I apply for a U visa? He did not rob anything but just threatened me.
It could be considered an assault. Could be. But you don't have a physical injury. You may have an emotional injury, but it would require you to go to therapy to prove that emotional injury, and that would be more than one time. Because for a U visa, you have to have been assaulted and have an injury. So maybe.
Tanisha Richards on YouTube. I have 2 of the 3 degrees decrees for my husband's divorces. Will that be an issue for the interview? I don't have the first decree. It was 30 to 40 years ago, but I have the last 2 decrees.
You need every last one of them.
Shanice Lewis on YouTube. If a person overstayed their visa, which is not expiring for now, would someone be able to change their status, or is there a way to get a petition?
You can file to change your status as long as you haven't overstayed.
Felix Aguirre on YouTube. I went to my home country to get my green card. I got denied because I had a deportation in absentia. What can I do?
And you went to your home country, you've now left with an order of deportation. You need a 212 waiver to return.
Kofi Ake on YouTube. My parents had their traditional marriage but don't have a marriage certificate. Could I submit the written statement of witnesses in my I-130 application or wait until they request for it?
Wait till they request for it.
Jamiu Etiko on YouTube. Got married to my wife who's a permanent resident 8 months ago. She just filed for citizenship this April. When can she file for me as a spouse? Now or after she gets her citizenship?
Wait till she becomes a citizen, it'll be faster.
Miguel Clark on YouTube. I petitioned my wife in November 2020. I'm a green card holder. How much longer will I be waiting to get her in America?
I don't know, maybe another year.
Stacey Ann Jones Wilson on YouTube. My 5-year-old cousin is my goddaughter. Her mom, who is also my cousin, died when the baby was 3 years old. I'm married to a U.S. citizen and I recently applied to adjust my status. When I become a green card holder, can I adopt the kid and file for her?
Your spouse can, who's the citizen. When you have a green card holder, you could be an additional adoptee, but you need an American citizen to adopt the child to bring them from another country.
Abiodun Olojede on YouTube. Applied for AOS in November 2017. I-130 was denied in January 2020 after a series of RFE. Did EOIR-29 and reapplied for AOS in January 2020 to get EAD. Interviewed May 2021. Attorney got a letter in March 2022 for EOIR saying the Department of Justice just received our appeal and will respond. What should I do now? I seem stuck.
Because you can't have an appeal and a new adjustment pending, so you got to withdraw one of them.
Donette Bryant on Facebook. Hi, Brad. I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm filing for my mom that lives in Jamaica. However, I lost my certificate of citizenship. There's a section on the I-130 that asks for the certificate number and place of issue. I don't have that info. How do I go about getting a new certificate of citizenship?
Well, you can file for an application for a new certificate of citizenship. It's an N5 something or other. I don't remember the exact form, but you can go on USCIS.gov and look it up. You could also just put down lost naturalization certificate, submit a copy of your passport. They'll look up your citizenship. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.